try a G Pro X Superlight, but didn't think a mouse is worth that much money. Multiple people have designed a replacement shell for a G305 based off of the 3D scan someone made of a G Pro wireless. While this scan is amazing, it's pretty difficult to accurately modify. Some models are available, but they have holes in them to reduce weight, which I didn't like. So I opened up SolidWorks and started working on designing a mouse based on the G Pro entirely from scratch, using reference images. After much prototyping, I designed this, a wireless rechargeable mouse without holes weighing just 54 grams. Here are some of the prototypes I've made to get to this point. First, I had to get the hole spacing for the G305's PCB right, after which I could add some reinforcements and screw holes. Next up was getting the general shape. I went through a bunch of iterations to get it just right. Then I could start working on adding all the other parts, like separating the mouse buttons from the shell and designing ways to assemble the mouse. Even though I don't really like holes in mice, I thought it'd be fun to try. This blue shell is one where I've added a ridge where the mouse buttons connect to the shell, to make it much stiffer when you apply pressure from the top. This was the first finished prototype which I left in the sun on a hot day and it melted. Here are some ways I designed to attach the mouse buttons to the shell. I tried screws which were too fragile, a slot which made aligning and printing difficult, and finally 2 tabs which print well and make fine-tuning possible. Here you can see how easy yet secure the mouse buttons connect to the shell. I do however glue them in place after everything's done. I'm using a rechargeable lithium battery with a short cable connected from the USB-C port to the charging port on the battery. The battery lasts for several weeks. And here are almost all prototypes I've printed. Many of them were to try designs, but I've also printed a lot to test out different materials and printer settings. Next, I want to let you listen to some clips showing how the clicks sound. I've replaced the micro switches with Kill Reds, which give a crisp feel and sound. Here you can see that when I put some pressure on the top that the flex is pretty reasonable. Pressing in on the sides of the mouse does make the side buttons click, but I have to apply more than normal force. It's comparable to my Cooler Master MM710. The grey one weighs 56 grams while the marble one weighs just 54 grams. Printing in ABS can make this a sub 50 gram wireless mouse. So for the main question, how does it game? Well, for me it's very comfortable. I was able to move the battery of the mouse very far forward and centered, which makes the mouse feel very balanced. It feels like the center of mass is right in between where I grip. I've been using these mice for a couple months now without any issues. Anyway, here are some clips of me playing Apex Legends. If you're interested, I do have a second gaming channel where I upload collections of clips from time to time. I'm going to sell the files you need to print for a small fee, along with a list of parts you'll need to buy. If you can get your hands on a second-hand G305 and are able to print the parts yourself, then you can make this mouse for about €40 or $45. I'll also upload a video which goes more in depth on how to assemble the mouse, which I will link in the description when it's done. The links to all this will also be made available in the description of this video when ready. For now, thanks for watching.
Yeah, I can't leave.
Cracked.